Everybody, welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor. Let's go ahead and get back in here. So it has been a little bit since I did those first few episodes. I ended up catching up in some other campaigns some people had donated for, but coming back, play some more rounds here. And I'm trying to remember exactly where we were and what we were doing. I think we were just going to go for just the boot and just take that over and then work our way back towards this place. I don't think they can siege these armies right here. I don't think they can conceivably siege this, so you know, we'll just see how that goes. Now we could, these two are also not at war with us yet. And I don't even, do we even have any recruitment buildings that are notable? We can't get the necromancers yet, I don't think. Haven't updated those yet. These places have already been sacked. And they might be sacked again, we'll see. So I'm not entirely sure that it's worth bringing back a person here yet. So I guess we'll just wait on Vlad. We do have some bloodline people we could bring in. But anyways, okay. So I guess we're just going to go for here. Let's go for more ambush points. Like I mentioned before, we have so much replenishment because we got the plus 20% and then the vampires have it, that I think the ambush might come in handy a little bit more than some of the other ones. Okay. There's nothing else we need here. I think we just get aggressive with them. What is this? Oh, that's a witch hunter. Okay. Alright. There could be another army here, so we gotta be a little careful. Lots of spears, huh? Gunners. I mean, I think we just absolutely massacre this. The spears are a bit problematic. You know, obviously for our large monsters, but I don't think they're even going to be able to beat the skeletons. Let alone the magic and, you know, all that kind of stuff we have going on. Be sure to check out, if you don't follow the channel super closely, be sure to like and subscribe, first of all, but also check out the recent campaigns that I've done as well. So as of the making of this video, I've done a Thoric Dwarf campaign fairly recently, and then I did an Ikit Claw campaign. But I'm constantly adding more in there, so stay tuned for that. And I'm going to try to be more consistent as well. I know that this year hasn't been a great year for consistency, but I guess we'll just add these to the air squad. Okay.
I'm in your thrall. The living will join us. Blood frenzy.
So we kind of have the same.
Noble of the night, vampire. Your time has come.
Just got my purple sun. Okay, and then the rest of these I should just be able to mix in with the ground troops and be alright. But I am going to be a lot more consistent, especially once Warhammer 3 comes out. Okay. Which is looking really awesome, by the way. I am going to do more coverage for that. I'll see if maybe I can get it on some of the early release, early access stuff. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but like I said, I'm pretty sure we're just going to crush them. I just want to sprinkle these in a little bit more. I'll just make these into their own thing.
At once! Sylvania rules the night! Vampire!
What? Okay, come on.
Find me if you dare!
There we go.
Vampire! We surpass Nagash! Swiftly!
Yeah, it is looking really good. I've already had, forgive me, I'm blanking out on the exactly who it was in the email, but I've already had someone express interest in sponsoring the first campaign. Now, he did not tell me which one he wanted to see, but we'll just have to check it out. Maybe should have put that right here.
Swiftly! I thirst! At once! Swiftly!
Really? Okay. Alright, bro.
Swiftly! Love eternal!
With haste!
Blood frenzy! Fine! The Von Carsteins march! At once!
Sorry, maybe a little bit on the rusty side here. We'll see.
Swiftly!
Yeah, I should be able to
Breather!
crush these guys.
Mortis engine!
And of course, focus firing the Mortis engine, which they should do.
The dead are mine. Now I will see to it.
Endless night! Turn of years!
Yeah, my skeletons might get wiped there. But that's, I mean, they're just skeletons at the end of the day. It's okay.
Night has fallen! For Isabella! The gods have abandoned us! Vampire! Long retreat! Retreat! Lead them! Quickly! The Von Carsteins march! Vampire! Sylvania rules the night!
With haste! Now! With haste!
I'm in your thrall! What? I am immortal!
Oh, she's already up in there. Okay.
All! Love eternal! We are immortal!
I mean, I don't really understand how they're not all, like, running yet, but okay.
Sephiroth's high!
Like, their lord ran off the battlefield.
I thirst! At once! Isabella!
Okay, they should all be done. Yeah, it's fine. So we lost like one skeleton. It'll probably call it a close battle anyways, of course. Like, well, you lost one skeleton infantry unit. completely annihilated everybody else, but we'll call it a close battle. It's saying I lost 300, like a third of my army, but it's a lot of it's because these are single target or single entity units.
Mommy called me.
Okay, you better go see what she wants. Oh, she's got some food for you. Like, I can't just raise that and get those skeletons back for like 100 gold or something. I'm most excited in Warhammer 3 for Nurgle. From what I've seen so far. I always like Nurgle kind of units, just to sustain, outlast type of stuff. So it's looking pretty cool. But to be honest, all the Chaos factions look pretty cool. And pretty unique. Like, the other ones look alright. As well. I'll have to see a little bit more about the stats and the mechanics and all that stuff, but obviously I'm going to do a lot of it. I'm really surprised they're giving like this many factions away on release with no DLC or anything, which is nuts. I don't even have they released the free LC or the ogres the free LC or like the early adopter bonus or whatever. They might be. They haven't mentioned Chaos Dwarfs, which I think will definitely be there. But most of the other factions that were kind of a lock they've got, I still think they'll do Araby at some point. It's because there's stuff about Araby, you know, that's already around. I will just occupy it. Okay, so we even got our skeletons back. Item. Resist. Did we get... Okay, we did get a kiss, too. So we killed their faction leader, which is solid. Okay, that's really good. Or do we want Immortal Horror? I mean, I would really like to get to Lightning Strike, but these are so strong, I think. Wow. Wayfarer. I don't remember seeing this before. That's really good. For Vargeist, Terrorgeist, Vargulf. 3 free huge vortex abilities, yeah. All characters get Bloodlust and Red Fury. Vigor loss reduction. Okay, yeah, we're going with this. Case closed. But yeah, you've got the 4 Chaos factions, then 3 other factions. That's 7 factions on release. That's nuts. And I'm really, really happy that they've done so much with... I think we'll just do Spreads Corruption again. I mean, getting to Immortal Will is good, but if I'm going to expand, we just need Corruption everywhere. Okay. Oops. Actually, I didn't get that just in case. I don't think that stacks a ton, but we might have them in different armies at some point. But the Chaos faction, to me, look very, very different from each other, which is cool. So it's not just 4 Legendary Lords. I mean, it's like basically 4 completely different factions, which look like they play totally different from the baseline game. So yeah, that was really awesome. So I was kind of worried. I'm like, is it just going to be like variations of the same thing? But they basically did it like they've done the elves. You know, the difference between like the high elves, wood elves, and dark elves are like tremendous. Like there are some very minor like overlaps. Like yeah, each one of them has like some good archers to some extent, but you know, it's just an elf thing. That's a, you know, just something that happens with elves, but they feel very different, and I think they've done, at least from what I've seen, a fantastic job of doing a similar type of thing. With Chaos. Okay, we're gonna go with this. Because, again, we're probably gonna lose this. We just constantly want to put You know, just as much power as we can, as much corruption as we can out there early. Okay, and now we have to decide. I think we're just waiting a turn, and then we're hiring, because we can raise dead, like, everything instantly as soon as we get Vlad out. And we're starting to get a little more gold coming in here because we don't have that second army, which I don't remember how it died, but it is what it is. I remember it was a pretty feisty campaign. Okay, and then I don't think any of that matters. Tech-wise, what are we doing? Okay, we're going down towards, yes, obviously, like, huge, if we get that. Okay, and a couple more blood kisses, and we can get another buff, too. This is a little on the dangerous side. Obviously, if someone comes and attacks us, I don't even know if the moot has walls. I don't think it does. So if there's like 320 stacks that come rolling up, that could be an issue. But someone asked me about SFO as well and why I don't play SFO as much. Number one, people haven't donated for it, but number two, I just think that over time it's just gotten a lot easier than it was in the past. Like, you have massive magic pools. They lowered the penalty on public order, which makes it a little more fun in the sense that, like, you don't have to manage public order as much. They took away a lot of enemy stats. So they added some stuff that's, like, that's cool, but ultimately, I believe, makes the game easier. I forgot we have these crossbowmen if we need it. Ultimately, I think makes the game easier, and so I just don't know that that's entirely, you know, the direction I'd like to go with it. Averheim's free, if we want to take that. We could sack it. Probably just getting Swartzhofen back, though. That's going to cause, like, increasingly large amounts of public order problems. I guess there's no real rush to take it back. They don't have an army right there. Maybe I just take out their capital where their recruitment buildings are going to be and all that. Do they have any armies left? They might have a small army somewhere. Okay, well, maybe I just push forward with this, and then I build a secondary army. Okay, remember, we're going for tier 3. I don't remember what was important on tier 3, but there's a lot of stuff in general. Okay, I remember this now. Okay, so we can get protected Vargeist if we want it. We can get Cryptors if we want it. And then getting this Balefire upgrade is nice. The growth has made it a lot harder, I think, in vanilla as well. Like, those growth changes are massive. It just takes forever to grow. Again, which is annoying, but that makes the game a lot more interesting, in my opinion. So we're just going to try to, you know, just take these down. We should have just a crazy amount of replenishment. They almost killed our Vargulf, though, which is really annoying. But 5,000 gold sack. If we occupy it, I think we'll get it at a tier 2, though, with possibly a couple of buildings. We don't need most buildings, though. We would get replenishment for a turn. And we could put, like, the corruption building there. I guess we'll just occupy. I do need the money, but I just don't think I would have... Okay, nice. Get ogres.
Ogres, my lord. These brutish nomads are as strong as they are stupid, but do not underestimate them. They are hardy warriors and will cannibalize any foe that dares to cross them.
And the thing is, like, this army is... I guess it's only 2,000 gold. Maybe it would have been worth the sack. Okay, we've already got all that. I think just... Ultra corruption. Early. They're kind of reworking the corruption system a little bit, I think, too, which is nice. $39 corruption. Okay, so we didn't get any buildings, which kind of sucks. Now, are we going to be able to hold this is a big question. Bones, cage bats, and a corpse ball. Maybe we just chill on it for now. Let me see how much it's going to cost to get these secondary armies over here. Okay, so let's wait until next turn and then a bunch of skeletons. So we can just grab a ton of skeletons. We need to throw one vampire over there. And then a mortis engine. We'll get a few of these things. The horrors. Okay, so we cannot move anyone here yet. The moot's probably going to go down again. In a second, of course. Oh, okay, yeah, they're not happy with us. Is there like a little bridge or something? How do I even get over there? Okay, there's a bridge. Okay, so they have to come through Filedorf or this place. Ghouls, Graveguard, Vargeist. Yeah, I forgot we don't have like a public order building like this. Gallows, I guess. What, I could have sworn no, we got a necromancer for free, and I think he died in a big fight from what I remember. Do we want to drop 3,000 here? I guess so. Okay. Then we'll wait on some of this other stuff until later. Castle Tempelhof. We should not need the corruption here. Eventually. We could get a lynch yard. Extra attrition, raised dead costs. All that's pretty good, but I just don't think we need that. Fort Obersteier. It's probably going to get retaken by somebody at some point, so it takes 10 turns for this to pay for itself. I'm not entirely convinced that's worth. This could be attacked also by Essen at some point. Although these Avatar, like the Avatar of Woe, is putting up some power for us there. Alright, I guess we'll pass for now. Well, we could, let's just go ahead and we'll hire 3 skeletons. So we put that recruitment to use. We can't get the ogres yet. Okay. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna burn it or something. I'm just gonna sack it. Huh. You going to ambush? Or do you run down there?
I will not obey.
Okay, Sterling's around here. They're probably gonna come down and go after this stuff eventually. I do want to get these ogres before anyone else does. Okay, we can't get there in one turn anyways. Now, can I get it with a, just like one vampire? I need to send a vampire over there anyways. Who's one that's fairly advanced with the magic? Okay, so she has Purple Sun. I think some of the other ones are getting close on Purple Sun. Okay. Okay. Let's see if she can pick this up.
Moving.
No, it's got to be a...
The red kiss. Moving.
It's got to be a an army. Okay, that's fine.
On way.
Well, I meant to stay on the other property. I'm not sure if I'm still where I'm positioned. But I wanted to keep the corruption on this side, but... Okay, good. So from the characters, it's still going up a lot. Now, how is this one's going up 8%, and then this one's going up 6%, but this one has 7 corruption on it, and this one has like 35 corruption on it. So there must be a cap or something. 34 corruption. I guess there is 7 untainted as well. Okay. Alright. So, like, these ogres aren't, like, super important, but they're nice, you know? It's just extra regiments of renown. For this army, they're very good in other armies, but the undead, you want mostly undead units because then you can use Nehek on them, and you get all these other bonuses that are only for undead things, so you get, like, the extra leadership when you're on corrupted territory, all that stuff. But you pretty much always want these cavalry, I think. The other stuff is, like, okay, maybe. But these cavalry are, like, extremely good. Like, very, very good cavalry. So I would just basically always get the cavalry with any faction, just about. They're not quite like Demigriff level, obviously, but they're in that sort of stratosphere. Okay, so we're just gonna run to, like, right here. Just so we're still doing all the corruption, and we can hit them next turn. And then as far as this clown goes... I think these are too expensive for what they are. They're just not good enough. These are, like, okay. These are nice. The Cairn Wraiths are pretty good. These are just slow and, like, they're just not going to do a ton of damage. I'd rather just spend... Sweet. We definitely want that. Flying. We want the business units, as I say, the large monsters that complement our, you know, infantry. Black Knights are not phenomenal. Balefire. Like, later in the game, these are good, but the fact that the skeletons are literally going to be free here in 3 turns, I just want to use skeletons. Like, the skeletons have almost the same melee attack and defense with all the buffs that I have on the skeletons. It's close. 34-34 versus 29-33. That's not that much different. Now, the armor is obviously where it comes in, right? They have, like, 90 armor. And they're going to have more leadership, and they're going to have, you know, a little more weapon strength. So, obviously, they're better. But I'm just saying, like, it's not so much in the stratosphere better that you'd want to pay 300 gold each for these versus free for skeletons. As you don't need your infantry to do a ton of damage. All you need is for them to just sit there and soak. Sit there and soak up punishment while your business units do all the rest. These do cause terror, which is handy. How much gold? That's 7,000 gold. It's going to be expensive. But we should be in a position to sack and take out some other stuff here soon. And like I said, a bunch of this is going to be free here soon. Oberstyre, yeah, we're just waiting on everything else, I think. Just wait till next turn we can raise that on skeleton. I do need to try to get more necromancers too. I don't know where these avatars of woe are going. They don't really get a lot of benefit out of sacking stuff that's not near their tree. So maybe they're just trying to help me out military-wise. I mean, I'm not recruiting anything likely. That doesn't apply to Raise Dead, by the way. So I didn't just get trolled by the AI with this recruiting surplus. You have to naturally recruit them from buildings, which obviously we're not doing a lot of. So we'll do Vainglory. So yeah, I don't know why they're coming down here so in such numbers when hostiles are all around them in their own grove. I'd rather you guys just burn this stuff. Like, take care of that. I'm not really sure what's up there. I think I already had them donate some money over to me. I am getting a little bit every turn from them. Not much. 163, but that's better than nothing. Alright. Okay, it should be a decent sack here, I think. We should have enough movement to sack and occupy. Close victory. Alright. 34. Okay, boys, we'll see. These are going to be annoying. But we should just be able to send some skeletons at them. And just soak a bunch of shots. As long as they aren't, like, able to kite and focus fire, you know, my hero units, then it should be fine. this 5, make it a little easier to deal with there. Oh yeah, I do not have Purple Sun anymore, but that's probably okay, honestly. We can do Doom and Darkness.
Isabella. Quickly. Swiftly. Swiftly. To war.
With haste,
Damn it, no, back up.
an ancient power is
So annoying. I mean, obviously they're gonna focus that thing. It's huge, it's easy to hit. Damn AI getting smarter. No.
Vampire. At once.
with haste.
Oh, I thought that was just a hero. Okay, I thought that was their lord.
All life must end. All life must end. Now. Swiftly. Slay them. Die, mortals, die. His lady. End them.
Oops, be careful with those halberds.
Slaughter them. Death to the living.
Mortis engine. Their time has come.
Find me if you dare.
Beautiful decay.
Quickly! For Sylvania! Death to the living! I'm in your thrall. The living will join. Vampire! At once! Crush the breathers!
Life ends.
Bow before me! Swiftly!
Okay. We're good. I think these are gonna heal to full, so we'll just use our last magic on this guy. Make sure he's topped off. 'Cause everything else is fine, just kill them all. I'm pretty sure it still just gives you all the experience for your units. I could be wrong about that. That is one thing I really hope that they do with Warhammer 3, is that they're a bit more explicit about some of the just mechanics in the game.
Awake, minions!
Turn of years!
I'm pretty sure you can funnel the experience onto specific units if you want. So if you have, you know, your elite cavalry run down and kill everybody. Oh, I totally forgot they have that too. Gotta remember that. I guess a lot of them don't have that yet. But the self-healing. Yeah, just explaining the stats a little bit better. Like if you hover over someone who's winded, it tells you the debuff and stuff like that. Or it tells you exactly how the formula for armor works. And that type of thing, instead of having to speculate about it. How is it Pyrrhic? I guess it's just looking at percentages. It's pretty annoying, though, because that does affect just how fast the vampires and Isabella all level up. I mean, I guess it's saying I lost 60% of my army, but it's like, again, a lot of them are single entity units. I don't remember it being this troll before. It should look at the value of the units, not the amount of entities, but the value of those units. Like, they could even just use multiplayer value. Like, a vampire, I think, in multiplayer is like, I don't even remember. It's been a long time, but they're very expensive. Like 1,200 points or something like that. Versus, like, a skeleton's like 200 points. So it should look at, like, okay, out of the, you know, 20,000 points you brought in, you lost 200. Instead of, oh, you lost 40% of your units, you know? Isabella does have very good skills, too, so, you know, we want to level her up as fast as possible. We got to take the sack.
No mercy!
Okay. The province, we just want the growth. I mean, we could go for the public order. Maybe that's better. Yeah, one corruption's probably not going to matter, to be honest. We'll just go with the public order, I suppose. The moot is just kind of doomed. So anyway, so we're just going for the corruption. Okay. Hunger for direwolves and fellbats. Hero capacity. Okay, all regions, extra corruption. 2 extra vampires is very nice. Oh, it only targets if flying. Okay. Alright, so that's not as OP, or not OP, but not as, like, strong as I thought it was going to be. And that's still pretty good, though. Okay, I think we want the vigor loss reduction. It's huge. We've got corruption, we've got hunger, we've got immortal will. Work towards augury. And dark benediction eventually. So that's just huge leadership buffs for your team. We look on time, 44. Okay, we're moving relatively quickly. I think magical reserves. Actually, let's go with Purple Sun, since we don't have a Purple Sun user there yet. I'm a little worried these guys are going to come at us at some point. The one thing about the vampire counts that, you know, kind of saddens me a little bit is you don't have any sort of underway mechanic. You just get spoiled when you use factions that have that. It's just so good for getting around the terrain.
Expand Sylvania's borders.
Okay, so I cannot hit these clowns just yet. How much is ambush? It's 25%, I think.
King of Darkness.
Okay, It's not gonna tell me.
Lord of the dead. All shall know me and tremble.
Okay. I don't think I can get there. No, I can just get to like right there. Alright.
Cloaked in darkness. Very well. It is done. I am Vlad.
I'm not sure if those are worth, but they do have magic damage and they do cause terror, which is significant.
Bow before me.
I thirst. By all means.
The world will drown in blood.
So we could get the upgraded charnel pit. Is that +1 for necromancers? It's just a lot of gold, and I'm kind of still burning through gold right now. And they're not like, they're nice. They're not entirely 100% necessary to have the necromancers, but they're just a handy little addition. Okay, then all of this is whatever. It's all good. Okay. Difficulty taxes, provincial instability, lack of corruption, and then devastation. Lack of corruption, we're at 86, bro. But, okay. And do we want to go for a gibbet here? It could get sacked. This pays for itself much faster. I guess we'll go with that, even though we're never going to trade it. Just having a little extra money could be nice. Yeah, I guess the Drycha AI is just broken or something. I don't know. Okay, here come the clowns. Send in the clowns, which is why we didn't build anything in those towns. Don't build in the towns, just send in the clowns.
Unachievable.
Okay. They're gonna sack or take this or whatever, which obviously is not great for public order, but again, there's literally nothing there. If they burn it, that's annoying. But if they don't burn it, whatever. Even if they do, I mean, I can't put up a provincial edict, which is annoying with that, but I think overall it's fine.
Death and destruction.
Unachievable.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
Karstein.
just build, wipe them up.
Massacre them.
Really? Okay. Getting a ton of fights in this episode. Meaning they can't engage in combat effectively. Like, just say what that is. Like, there are some casual people that play this game, but a lot of people that play the game are like hardcore, you know, strategy fans to some extent, or at least they're people that really like the numbers. I mean, it's a strategy game after all. This isn't Mario, you know. People will want to know, like, what does that mean? What are the actual numbers there? So it was just a pretty troll oversight on their part, in my opinion. Because their answer, you know, to that, why haven't y'all spelled this out? Because people have asked them before, was just, oh, we didn't think people would be interested in that. We didn't think in our strategy game people would want specific numbers on things. I mean, not everybody's gonna, but like, why not just put it there? Is it that hard to add a tooltip? You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to care or pay attention if you don't want to, you know what I mean? But like, why not just offer it? Unless there's something I'm not thinking of in terms of, you know, like severe costs of implementation or something. But clearly the numbers are there. They exist somewhere. There's some calculus to it, right? So why not just be more upfront about that with people? Okay, we're just gonna try to bum rush this extra army here.
On death's wings!
Oh, it's literally just him? Really? He's already wanting to run. Why is Vlad so slow? I guess his speed is not that high. He just literally run off the map? No, he just got knocked down. No, he did. He actually just ran off the map. He was standing right next to the edge, just waiting to run off the map. I don't know why there's that huge traffic jam. Lock formation. They immediately all just like start running into each other. Alright, well, they're trying to figure that out.
Blood von Karstein!
At once!
With haste.
Yes, yes! Blood frenzy! Swiftly! Curse of years!
Blood von Karstein! With haste! You dare!
Corpse cart. Now. Their time has come. Now.
Hungry for blood!
Yes. Awake, minions. Mortis engine.
All shall perish!
With haste. With haste. Now. Death.
At once! Swiftly!
Damn it, I forgot she's on the mount. Get her off of there.
Blood magic!
The summoning begins.
At once! For Isabella!
Make sure we kill that general. I don't think that's their main lord, but just in case it is, make sure we get that blood kiss. I think they get eliminated anyways. Okay. I was gonna give you another Pyrrhic there. We didn't lose hardly anything though. almost at time. Potion of foolhardiness. We sack our own town for 700. I mean, I don't need the tier 3 or whatever. It could get hit again by other people. It's gonna be tier 1. Yeah, I think we just sack it.
Cloaked in darkness.
And we get to kill this other clown too. I think we'll have enough.
The von Darstein.
Then we may not have enough to take Swartz off of there. He should run into us if that's the last army of theirs, which I think it is. Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and occupy.
Bow before me.
Just to go ahead and get this on our books. Raise dead cost. Swartzhoffen, repair bill, 600, whatever, that's fine.
No, nobody can come in. Don't command me to come in.
Is that right?
Yeah, don't give up.
Plus 1%. I think we can just go for public order here and try to equal that out. What's up, Rory?
I'm so late.
And so late.
Lord of the night.
Okay. Host. And living host. We got Nahek. Diviner is okay, not fantastic. Or vampires. I think we need to go Ancient Cunning over to Uncanny Presence eventually. And Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike's just so huge. When we're just dealing with so many hostile adversaries. I don't know why I put an extra point in there. I think it was just because I was just about to die or something and I just wanted the extra point. I think. I can't remember exactly. Big time corruption. Go with the replenish troops. Help out a little bit there. Okay, now we have to choose what to do with her. I guess we just run home. I mean, I'm kind of tempted just to say whatever to that stuff and just start hitting these guys up, but probably would be unwise.
Not possible.
Could try to defend the moot. I mean, it's probably not worth it, but okay. Maybe they occupy it if I'm in ambush stance. If they occupy it, then I can hit them and take it back. I mean, I guess I could just take it back with him also. I mean, the other option's just dash and try to hold it. If they both... That might trick them both into coming at me, but they could have a third army too. If it's just those two, we can beat that. And that would put me in a position to retake Fort Oberstyre. This does not have walls, but I don't think your units are tired if you're in a town. It's just so risky, though. You know what? I think we'll just dash and sit here. That way, we're giving out the public order and all that stuff. Because who cares about the... I don't want to risk, like, if they have a third army sitting here and they all just stack in and kill me when I'm trapped in the town, I can't retreat. Swartzhoffen's done. Oberstyre. Oh, this has, yeah, this is pretty good. We'll throw that down. Is that right, Rory?
Yeah.
Okay, then one more turn, that'll be ready, and then we should have our skeletons ready then, too. How much is the devastation costing me? Just 1 per turn. It is hurting my growth. Alright. I guess we'll repair. Because we do want to grow this up eventually. Like, tier 4 is a big deal. Maybe. I mean, maybe it's not. Like, I don't know. I guess it's probably not. We get a black coach if we want it, which is just kind of a cute unit that you don't really need. We can already hire vampires. Like, it's really just tier 5 once you start getting the Mortis Engines, Terrorgeists, Blood Knights, and, of course, Von Karstein Hall. But that's going to take, like, an actual eternity to finish that. There's just no way. It'll be like turn 100 something. Alright, so we're at 103. Okay, so that's got to pretty much be it for this episode. We'll see. Hopefully they don't burn this stuff. Hopefully they just sack it and run, or occupy it would be the best case. Okay, so now we have to mess with the Bone Rattlers. So what, they attacked and got killed by Stirland? Oh, nice. They put the hero in there? Oh, they are attacking it. Okay, good. Oh. Okay. I didn't think about that move. I mean, it's not going to matter a ton if they kill him again. Losing the vampire is probably the worst possible outcome there, but I think we still beat them. We have Purple Sun now. Bunch of skeletons. Those halberds are annoying. It'll be a little harder to beat these guys in a duel because I don't have, like, a whole swarm of vampires, but Vlad is really strong as a duelist, so... And then we can, you know, outlast them if we can keep these out of the halberds. That's going to be the question. There's so many halberds. Do you have to be in combat for this? Burn? Yeah, it only works if you're in melee. We'll see. I guess we can send it after the archers. It is faster than them. But anyways, we'll get back in there next time. We should have a huge, huge buff with getting free skeletons now in all armies. So that's good. We might even be able to get a third army eventually. Just fill it with skeletons just to go clean around or clean up secondary towns. Get a few levels. We can get one of those Sylvanian lords or whatever, maybe, or the Lamian, maybe, lord, the one that has Queen Bee for the hero bonuses, for extra assassinations and all that stuff. Very, very good once we finally do get Banshees. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and we'll see you right next time.